Everybody, welcome back to my deep dive into all the wonderful items that I got from my ReaperCon boxes. This is the palette that I was telling you about. Should be really awesome to use. That was one of the little pieces of swag that we got. Okay, so let's get into some of the miniatures that we got. Kaiser Stedwick looks pretty awesome. Matter of fact, should I pull these out? Maybe I will. You know what also came with this box, with all these boxes, is a miniature storage box. So maybe that's what I'll use to store all these miniatures. So I'm going to go ahead and open these up. Oh, look at that. I'm not sure if his harpoon is supposed to be bent like that. I will attempt to fix that. Looks like there might be a little cleanup needs to be done. As with some miniatures, we have a little bit to maybe shave down. Let me see if I can bend that back ever so gently. Okay, it's getting a little bit better. I just don't want to snap it off. I think that looks better. It's interesting because if you take a look at the way that he's standing kind of forward, so that's going to be fun. Like he's coming at you. Okay. Let's go with this one. This is a Sandra's Night Bloom. Okay. So she has a staff there, some robes, a sword on her side. Next is Vodella's Winter Hand. Looks like a mage of some sort. Very interesting. Awesome staff. That's going to be fun to paint. Looks like there's some pattern down here in his robes. Very cool. You know what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lay down something that is not white. That will make things better. Okay, so I changed up the background. This is actually the miniature storage box that they sent me. It's a good backdrop for all this so that we can really see some of the details here. Again, I have to work with this harpoon a little bit. These are some of the ones that I've already opened. And because they are metal, the lighting is really glinting off these, so hopefully the details are good for you. I'm going to set these over to the other side here. Again, I haven't painted metal miniatures since I was a kid. And back then, a lot of those were all lead. And lead obviously has fallen out of fashion in some cases. Lead was also really, really soft. So if you dropped a miniature, it was a good likelihood that you're going to damage it. Okay, so now I'm unwrapping Sakarat, who is a goblin wizard. And this is one of the ones I saw online. I thought it was really, really cool. See his face? That's a cool staff. Alright. Captain Black Crumb. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. I like his hat with the feathers. Okay, this is Townsfolk. This is entitled Goose Lady. You can see the goose right there. And I think she has an egg in her hand. Maybe it's the goose that laid the golden egg. Seems pretty proud of it though. Another townsfolk. It's like a woman with an apple. A little sketchy, don't you think? But she is a fruit seller, I suppose. Captain Vax Creel. Oh, that's intimidating. Uh-oh. Looks like his arm may have... I think his arm needs to be attached, actually. So you see there's a little metal sprue there to take his arm off and attach it. Very, very cool. This is Captain Fairweather. Similar. Very cool. I can't wait to prime these and really see some of these details. Again, the arm is on a sprue. I believe it's probably turned up so his sword is pointing forward, so I have to put that together. Erebus Nalis, Evil Sorcerer. Aren't they all though? I don't know. Ooh, look at that wand. That is a cool looking wand. Oh wait, that's not a wand. I think he's casting something. Looks like it's coming out of his hand. Yeah, actually you can see his fingers right there. There's like a ball of magic coming out, so that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Cool, his robes are epic. I love robes because you get those folds, and that's really where you can get some shading in, and it really makes it look epic. Another Captain Fairweather. Maybe I'll do a good Captain Fairweather and a bad Captain Fairweather. Reverse the tones on them or something. That'd be kind of fun. Hellrunner's Raza Twin Sight. I'm going to tell you, the artists that design these are incredible. The amount of detail they're able to get into. This one especially. This is pretty outstanding. Look at that. Looks like there's a skull on a staff. Looks like there might be thorns coming out of this staff, or some vines. Little voodoo doll, possibly. Look at the detail in the hair. Excellent. Hanae, or Hanae, female warrior. There's a quiver here. She has an axe. Now, what's interesting is the quiver looks like it's on a sprue, so I would imagine I'd have to put it on her back. It's a quiver. I will have to research that as well, but face is awesome. Does not look happy. Warlord. Oh, this is awesome. Sprawling Warrior. Well, this one actually has a base of its own. So here's the base. Wow. Look at that. So many ideas for that. See all the vines and the rippling of the vines in his body. Very, very cool. Oh, it's a big boy right here. The Scar Stone Skin. Get him out of here. It looks like there's some assembly required with him as well. And it's always, you know, I found it interesting. A lot of the miniatures I'm doing right now are resin, so there's not a lot of assembly required, at least for the ones that I have. I feel that when you end up having to assemble, it's like model making and then painting, which is pretty fun. So you see him here with his axe, which probably needs to be bent back into shape. And then it looks like we have an arm. Like that. Then a scabbard, it looks like. Oh, it goes on his back. You see there's a little pin there? There's a hole right there in his back. So that's where it would attach. Awesome. A lot of times when you're dealing with minis that you have to put together, I like to paint things separately, because once this arm goes on, I'm not going to be able to get in here. So I'll try and paint his arm and get all that stuff done, or at least paint the body first, this area of the body. Then you can put the arm on and paint everything else. But it makes it a little bit easier when you can get in here without that arm being on. Same thing with his back. We have this, so this is pretty cool. So we have a multi-part mini here. I'm going to dump all this stuff out. You know, and as I mentioned in the unboxing video, I really am very grateful to companies like Reaper who make quality products that we can use. It's always disappointing when you spend money on something and it doesn't live up to what you're expecting. Oh man, this is going to be awesome. Just the detail on this alone. Put these pieces out. Now let's see. So you go there. Does this go there? So it's like a throne and a boat. That's awesome. Look at the detail on him. Mouth wide open. Nice hollow eyes with the skeleton. And if you take a look, I think this might be one of the first ones I paint actually. If you take a look right in here, there's another skeleton with a crown on. See his boots have little pips in them. There's another skull over here on this side. You can see his rib cage. His rib cage is all hollowed out. Wow, this is going to be so cool. And then this is the back, which is going to be the back of the throne. And that is phenomenal. Oh my goodness. That is going to be so cool. Very nice. So there's a sprue here with a treasure chest. Looks like a crow possibly, and another treasure chest. And two other smaller treasure chests. So you can really, I'm going to really deck this thing out once I put it all together. That is very cool. Probably one of my favorites that I've seen so far. And I'm going to tell you, I actually really do love Resin Minis. I think that the quality of the Resin Minis have come up so much. They're on par with metal as far as the details that you're getting. And in some cases, it's easier to do it with resin, and you're able to get more detail than you would with metal. But, you know, they're both awesome. It's just, this is fantastic. Okay, so on to the next one. Treasure of Blood Wreath. Oh, there's a stand. All right. Oh wow, that's really cool. Not sure if you can see that. I'll pop it out. Holy Moses, that's so cool. Look at the details on the underside. Even has the mouth. Looks like there might be a blade missing. Something fall out. Oh, there it is. So we have his blade. You have to attach that there. Excellent detail on that though. Looks like he's got a chest under his arm there. His pantaloons look awesome. Again, the top coat. Very nice. Okay, and this is Pirate Sophie. What is all that? Oh wow. Pirate Sophie looks pretty badass. Looks like she has a ponytail back here and some sort of satchel. Very cool. Very cool. This is Despicatous. Put this together so you can get a better visual. Now this is the Big Mammer Jammer. And let me try and open this bag gingerly so that way I can reseal it if I have to. Okay. Wow, look at that wing. This miniature's not so miniature. Holy smokes. Oh wow, look at the arm. Another arm. There's a torso. Let me see if I can do anything to put a little bit of him together. His hands. And his head. That is going to be pretty amazing. Let me... It looks like we have hand here, and there. See the weapons? I just go ahead and pull these off the screws. You know, those are the hands. Let's go ahead and do that. Upside down. Oh, look at how awesome that is. I take it the wings are back here. Oh, it's oh. Well, it doesn't look like I might really be able to put it together for you right now, but it looks absolutely amazing. And wow, what to paint first? And speaking of paints, I got all these cool paints, and they're all new to me. I'm gonna have to get another storage rack because I don't have enough for all these paints, but that green right there looks awesome. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm gonna pull them all out. What the heck? Alright, so these are the paint colors that came in this particular High Seas Horror. And then I'm going to go and open the other one. This is the High Seas Adventure Pirate colors. That's from these. Then to top it off, I got Clouded Sea, Powder Burn Brown, and Pirate Gold. Again, I don't have a gold color yet, so I'm pretty psyched about that. And then I also have 3 other ones, which is their Reaper Life Triad. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these out so we can see all these. I do not have enough room in my storage area for all these. So this is silver. I'm interested in that. I don't... Might be because there's a filigree silver that goes almost on completely white. Rose gold. So... Alright guys, I think I've gone through just about everything we have. Did I read that right? Drow Nipple Pink? That's awesome. So yeah, this is kind of the deep dive. I mentioned I got some bottles. This is the pokey tool. And it basically has a needle on the end. Helps you get some of these bottles open if they clog. Always handy. I suppose you could prime it up and paint it yourself too. So I got this handy dandy little miniature light. It's fun. Magnetic on this end, so if you have some metal around and you want to stick it to it, you can. It seemed pretty bright too. Good in a pinch if you're traveling, right? So here is the Commemorative Msp Color Set, and this is what also came with one of our boxes. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. I showed you earlier in the unboxing video what it looks like, but I wanted to kind of go into it a little bit here. And turn this around so you can see it. So if you notice, as opposed to the foam that they normally have just to handle the paints, or to hold the paints, now they have this plastic tray which is removable. And some pretty awesome colors here. Rattlesnake leather. Oops. Not sure how fond I am of the tray, but Reptilian green. It's a good looking color. Big Top red. Dead Rose red HD. Clockwork brass. I never have too many metallic paints in my book. Wow, that looks cool. Aquamarine blue. It's good looking blue. Corporeal shadow. Briar rose. It's another red of some sort. Looks a little bit darker. Ghostly moss. I love that color. Look at how vibrant that is. Gothic crimson. Ashen rose. Hard to really see that. I'm sorry, guys, with the lighting. It's almost like it's like a pink. Very cool. And this is a desert sky. Man, look at that blue. Oh, goodness gravy. What do I do with all this? I don't know what to paint with first. And then there's a little storage area in here, I think, probably for minis. And otherwise, excellent selection of paints. Okay, so that's a deep dive into everything that I got with these kits. It was wonderful. I had so much fun opening up this stuff. It's going to be so much more fun painting everything. I just, again, want to say thank you to Reaper for quality products. I know a lot of us hobbyists really appreciate the work that you do, and Thanks for keeping us sane during this crazy, crazy time. All right, everyone, thank you very much. I will see you next time.